Hey, what's up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition, and today we're going to be going over a little bit of a comic book haul that I got a couple days back. It's just now taking me, some time to get to this video because I work at night. I work very hard. He works hard for his money. He works hard for his money. So, without further ado, let's get into some comics. But before we get into some comics, let's do a sponsor. And of course, as always, this video was brought to you by my fake Darth Maul from China. So let's get into it, guys. Let's go. Okay, so right off the bat, I was able to pick up another X-Men number 4. This is a newsstand edition, so I was very happy to get it. You know what this one is. This is the first appearance of your boy, Omega Red. Omega Red is such a cool villain for Wolverine. He was invented by, or he was created by Jim Lee. Omega Red actually, his tentacles actually release like some kind of like toxin. Well, his body does. Is Omega Red a mutant? I think he's a mutant, and he's created by the Russian Red Room, and he like lets off some kind of like he. First of all, he sucks the life energy out of you, so he's like a vampire. And then Wolverine calls him a squid or octopus because his tentacles are, carbonadium, which is the Russian equivalent to adamantium. So very cool. Next, we have Spider-Girl number 1. I just put Spider-Girl in my other video, and I end up stumbling across another copy of this. So this will be my second copy. Very cool, man. I'm a very, very big fan of Mayday Parker and her alternate future storyline. So very cool, man. So I picked up this Daredevil 92 strictly for the cover. I think it's pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to really research the artist, but I do recognize that style. I think I've seen that in the X-Men books before. So, yeah, not only did I get 92, definitely had to get this 96. And I'm definitely going back for the rest of the books in this run. But 96. Number 97 with Gladiator. This is my favorite Daredevil cover of all time. Just, man, look at this cover. Just look at it. Man, just look at the detail. Wow, that's cool. But wait, there's more. And lastly, Daredevil 98. The cool thing about Daredevil 98 is, if you allow my sexy fingers to interrupt your video, I was looking at it, and I looked right here at the bottom, and it said, guns kill people. I know you can't see it, but it does say that on there. And I thought that was pretty weird. I don't know why they put that in there, but yeah, I guess Marvel said, hey, it's not the stupid humans, it's the guns that kill people. Puny humans. So I love my old Dusty and Crusties and Crusties and Dusties. And this is your Marvel Thing and Moon Knight, Marvel 2-in-1. And this is the first appearance of that guy that you see in the back called Crossfire. Wah, wah, wah. Still very cool though. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But this is what I do know, that everybody has been looking for this book. And, was happy to pick this up. 50 cents. Very cool. Starhawk. Marvel 2-in-1 Thing number 61. I also picked up number 53 with Quasar. Quasar was kind of like Darkhawk back in my day. People was going crazy over him. But he fell off. So I wonder will they finally bring him back. Maybe put him in the Guardian of the Galaxy. And see, this is why I was telling you about the older comics. You see this right here? If you allow my hands, my sexy fingers to once again interrupt your video right here. Okay, now the reason why they would do that to the barcode is because, once you purchased it, you could not return it. So that's basically telling you, hey, if you buy this comic book, you're not going to be able to return it. And it is what it is. So we got Amazing Spider-Man number 360, which is very cool. Yep, love me some Cardiac. This might be my second copy. Picked up another copy of Wolverine Origins number 9. I have this complete run all the way to like 30. I definitely was going to the comic book shop every week to pick this up, and I think I had a subscription box. The cool thing about Wolverine and Black Widow is in his origin story, it actually went back and showed that Wolverine actually trained Natasha Romanoff in fighting. So that's pretty cool to know that Natasha Romanoff, or the Black Widow, was trained by none other than Wolverine himself. And it was some kind of like deal that the Canadian government had with the Russian government. So very cool. All my Wolverine origins, I think I end up getting like the variant editions instead of getting the regular run. Now that I'm older, a tad bit older, I think I'm gonna go back and buy all the regular versions. Like I'm really looking for that Wolverine origins with the Canadian flag on his face. Have you ever seen that cover? That cover is so cool. So I've been on Black Panther even before the movie was announced, and one of my friends is actually an extra in the movie, and he showed me some. I shouldn't say it, but he showed me some photos off the set that he really shouldn't have shown. I mean that he can't show, because the movie's not out yet. You got Angela Bassett, you got Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, who else you got? Anyway, but yeah, you got all those people in the movie, and he was just excited to be on the set, and so with that being said, I do have some Black Panthers to show, and this is Black Panther number 21. I think this cover is so freaking cool because if you just look at Namor's eyes, he is like, he's not having it. Let's look. Let's take a closer look. Look at Namor's face. Namor is like, and for T'Challa to fight Namor, knowing that Namor is about the same strength as like the Red Hulk. I'm not gonna say the Green Hulk because no. But yeah, for T'Challa to fight him, you got to have balls. And the cool thing about Avengers versus X-Men is Red Hulk was beating down Namor, and Namor just said, "Hey man, you're not gonna touch me anymore." And he just basically broke his arm. You seen the bones like actually poke through the Red Hulk skin, and I think that was one of the first times that the Red Hulk has ever been hurt like that. So pretty cool. Black Panther number 19. Black Panther versus Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is choking his ass out. Excuse the language, but Doctor Doom is choking him out. And lastly, for your Black Panther, we have Black Panther 28, 29, and 30. This is by Arthur Soydam, whatever. But anyway, he draws a lot of your Marvel zombies, and man, look at that. Just look at those covers. 28, 29, and 30. These are so cool, man. Love these covers, man. Black Panther goodness. Shout out to my boy Joseph Three Banks. Pretty cool dude, man. He's here in Atlanta with me. And the funny thing is, he hits a comic book shop. I've already been there. I hit a comic book shop. He's already been there. So it's only a matter of time before me and him run into each other, or my boy Comic Hunter 1014. But anyway, the reason why I said shout out to Joseph Three Banks is because this is Green Lantern, number 183 from 1984. And he's a big Green Lantern fan. I just love my old crusty dusties. This is 1984. Look at how John Stewart is just shoving Hal Jordan out of the way. Get out of the way. I'm the Green Lantern. Nah, brother. 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 Very cool cover, man. Love this. Love my oldie goldie books. So to fill in the holes and fill in the gaps of my Uncanny X-Men run, I got Uncanny X-Men 248. I am sorry. This is 458. 458. Yeah, man, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just up partying by myself. Everybody's asleep in the house. So it's just me and my comics and my YouTube family. But yeah, I went ahead and picked this up, man, and I really like this cover, man, especially when the X-Men go back to the Savage Land, because that's the X-Men and Savage Land have a lot of history. And look at the new katana that Psylocke is holding. because this is kind of like when Psylocke first came back. So pretty cool. So let's keep up with the X Men Classic. This is the X Men Classic number 3. I almost thought that that dinosaur was Krakoa. Krakoa is a island from the first X Men that the giant size X Men number is it giant size X Men number 1 when the new team had to go and rescue the X Factor team, the team that will eventually become the original X Factor. But it's not Krakoa. It's actually a Velociraptor or something that looks like a Velociraptor. That looks like Magneto back there with the helmet. I don't know what's going on with the orange outfit. But it is a old, crusty, dusty. So I definitely had to pick it up. X-Men Classics, number 3. And so keeping up with my X-Men and New Mutants, I had to get this Fallen Angels number 1. It's number 1 in an 8-part miniseries. I'm definitely going to pick them all up. They're not that hard to find. To me, they're gold because they're old, crusty, and dusties. I know I've said that a million times, but hey, I love my old school books, especially with my baby mama in the corner over there. Danny Moonstar. I told you guys a while ago that Danny Moonstar is my baby mama of comic books, and my wife doesn't know that, and it's fine because she's not real anyway. But man, Danny Moonstar, man, hand-to-hand combat. She's up there with Captain America. A lot of people sleep on Danny Moonstar. They don't realize that she lost her mutant powers, but her mutant powers didn't make her. What made her was her ability to fight. In hand-to-hand combat, she's a bad female. I had to pick up this Uncanny X-Men 284. It's a newsstand edition. The reason why I picked this up, man, is because this run is so awesome. First of all, this falls right after the first appearance of Bishop. See? The first appearance of Bishop. And so what happens is the Uncanny X-Men team, I think like the blue team, they go over to Japan and they meet up with Sunfire. And it's like this hole or basically this hole that's developed in Japan. And the X-Men get sucked into this hole, and when they get down there, guess who's down there? Colossus' brother, Mikhail Rasputin. And I'm almost sure that's his name, because you don't say Michael, you say Mikhail when you're talking in Russian. Mikhail Rasputin has the ability to just like warp reality. He's almost like Scarlet Witch, but he's a little bit, about on the same level as Scarlet Witch. They're both insanely powerful, and they're both insane. Yes, Scarlet Witch is insane. I hate Scarlet Witch. I love her, but I hate her because of the No More Mutants. But anyway, so they go down the hole in the void, and they bring back up Mikhail, and they go through a whole adventure down there. This lady kidnaps Warren Worthington, turns him against the X-Men. He wakes up. They finally escape. They bring Mikhail back to the X-Men mansion. And that's when he hook up with the Morlocks. And when he hooks up with the Morlocks, Mikhail actually has a flood down there in the Morlock tunnel and kills everybody, including himself. And, Colossus had a real hard time with that. But I read a book where it explains in Colossus' family that his family is just dark. He's the only one that's like a light heart. But his brother and sister, they are Ileana and Mikhail. They are very dark, dark characters. And I just, I think that's tragic about Colossus, and it gives him a lot of character. And speaking of Colossus, just reminded of a new YouTube channel that I'm pretty proud to follow. Colossus is awesome. Yeah, I just gave you a plug. Did you hear the crowd roar? Pretty cool. Okay, so I went to Second and Charles and I said, hey, I'm looking for the button cover of Batman and Flash where, you turn it from side to side and you'll see the glare. Of course, some buttholes didn't have it. So I was so angry because I'm like, dang, Second and Charles is overshot. I can't find the button cover, the one with the flare on it. I'm like, this is crap. So I started looking through their, whatever else they had, and I ran across X-Men number 29, just to fill in the holes and fill in the gaps of my X-Men run. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, man. So this is a return of the Hellfire Club direct edition, a plug to myself, and this is an Adam Kubert cover. Really love his run on the X-Men and Wolverine. So keeping up with plugging in the holes and plugging in the gaps, I picked up this Uncanny X-Men 217. Very cool cover, man. This is Dazzler versus the Juggernaut. Wow, I'm man, I love my oldie, goldie, crusty dusties, and did I just really put my finger in the video unintentionally? If you allow my sexy fingers to interrupt your video, let's look at the year on this old, crusty and dusty. Okay, you can't see it, but I can see it. It says 1987. Very cool, man. Love it. And all right now, we've gotten to the point of the video where you ask me, hey, Fred Hall, Direct Edition, what are you reading right now? And I don't know if I showed this off my last video, but I'm still reading my Joker New 52 Death in the Family. Me and Comic Book Window went freaking absolutely ape nuts when we found out that this was coming out. And this collects like a lot of your Death in the Families, the covers with the Joker's face on the front, the ripped off face. So very cool, man. Very happy to have this in my collection. Very, very thick hardcover. I mean, this is a big book. This at least has to be 400 to 500 pager. So this is the front of the book. Let's take a look at the back. And here's a look at the back of the book. You have Batman with lipstick on. Nah, it's a Jokerized Batman on the back. It's pretty cool, man. This book is, like I said, super thick. Love my hardcovers, man. I still love my single issues, but in order for me to like get the whole story and stop like, missing, issues out of my run, I just decided to get the hardcovers, man. And that's the way to go because I'm mature. And so if you watched my video a couple of videos back, you know that I was collecting the I Am Bane, and you guys made me look like a real butthole or a real, left butt cheek because I thought I had the whole I Am Bane storyline and I didn't. I was missing number 16. So thanks, friends on YouTube. You really did tell me down in the comments that I was missing one. I was missing I Am Bane Part 1. David Finch cover, pretty cool, man. I really like this. And now that I have the complete I Am Bane story, now I can read it. So very cool. And I'm probably still going to buy the paperback that comes out because I'm sure the paperback I have a couple of books that I wasn't really, ready for. So with that being said, let's get into your main events, okay? And for your first main event, you have the all-new Wolverine number 19. The reason why this is a main event for me because I'm a huge, huge, huge X-23 fan. I really like Laura Kinney. And to see her return to her X-Force outfit almost made me explode from the inside. So, yeah, man, I was very happy to pick this up. I was in Second and Charles, and the first thing I asked was, I was like, hey, you got the button cover? No, we don't have that. We're sold out. I was like, okay, cool. Do you have the all-new Wolverine? No, we don't have that. We're sold out, too. Okay. Do you have the new Weapon X with Greg Land drawing it? No, we're sold out. We're sold out. I'm like, why do I come to Second and Charles? And then I start going through the dollar bins, and I realize why I go to Second and Charles. I really only go for the dollar books, which they do have cool deals on. So, yeah, man, for your first main event, you have the all-new Wolverine number 19. I'm glad they didn't relaunch her series. They just gave her a new costume. And very cool, man. Fred approves. And lastly, for your main event is Batman number 21. I forgot to tell you while I was talking about Second and Charles on the X23 was that I started digging. in Second and Charles, they have like these bins where the books haven't been actually binned yet or put in the boxes. And so I was going through that and I realized that somebody had came through before me and stashed some books. Every one of us have that story where we've been to a comic book shop, a pretty busy one, and you find a stash of books and you're like, man, somebody had to stash these here because there's no way I found all this goodness in one, little area. And you find the books where they're not supposed to be either. They're like, you know, maybe Amazing Spider-Man way in the like X-Men's, you know what I'm saying? And so as I was going through this bin, I saw the all new Wolverine, and then I saw this book, and I was happy. I was like, yes, I got my copy of the button. It's not the flashy one like I like, the one where you turn, the reflector one, but hey, I got me a copy of the button. And tell you the truth, I'm going to get a copy of that reflection one. And I bet you it's going to be in my next video because I'm a man of my word. So yeah, your last main event is, the book that everybody's showing off, The Button. Batman versus, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil it. But pretty cool. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. May you guys be safe out there. And I will catch you guys later. And remember, don't focus on the ones that don't show you love. Focus on the ones that show you love. Like, focus on me, man. I'll show you guys plenty of love, okay? Focus on Fred Hall Direct Edition. Anyway, you guys be safe out there, and I pray that you guys be successful in life. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.